Oh yeah, that's just crazy. That's a lot of oil that was trapped up inside there. I just pulled these off of my truck. Now this has 22,000 miles on it. This is the PPE Charge Air Cooler. This is for the 3.0 Duramax diesel. And this is the carbon fiber intake piece. This was the prototype. You saw it here first on this channel. And we had some questions on how it's gonna hold up. And I have it off my truck after, I don't know how long, check the video times. But we're gonna take a closer look at this and see how that held up. Look at all this oil in there. There's a reason why I have caps on these. Let's get into it. We're going to start it off with the PPE carbon fiber intake tube. This is the Zilla pipe. This was a pre-production piece right here that I just hit on the Charge Air Cooler and it held up. That's pretty nice. So if we look at this, there were some questions when I first showed this on the channel. Will this hold up to the heat? And I don't see any signs of any issues with it whatsoever. As far as heat goes or delamination or anything of the sorts. There's no cracking. There's no signs of rubbing, which is a huge deal. And that's partly because they use the factory style grommet here. I just spun this pipe around. Factory style grommet here, that held it into place. This little lock right here held this into place. And yeah, so no movement, no rubbing, no scratching, no cracking. You can see this was from my mess when I took out the Charge Air Cooler, which is fun times. Let's get into that. So here are the pipes that I pulled off of the Charge Air Cooler. Now this had 22,000 miles on it. You can see the oil buildup inside there. This is connected into the turbocharger right here. So the turbocharger shoots the compressed air through here, and it's going to go into this part of the Charge Air Cooler. And it goes like this, but with a little rubber boot in between, and you can see how much oil there is within this, and that is nasty, super nasty. And this is the one that goes out of the Charge Air Cooler. Now I want to show you a little something on this Charge Air Cooler. You see how I have the zip tie on there? That's because I don't want the oil to come out. And you're asking, wow, why would you be concerned about oil coming out? Let me show you. I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way over here because we don't need that. What we do need is, I know this isn't like a measuring cup, but it's a ratio, right? So it's going to tell us how much oil comes out of this Charge Air Cooler, and I don't think it's going to be good. I was blown away when I pulled this Charge Air Cooler off the truck and I saw how much oil was on there. Not good. So if we look closer, you could see right there, it's been seeping out of there for a little while. And now I've had this tilted on its end like this for roughly an hour. Actually, not really. It's been a half an hour. Just been setting this up. But let's go ahead and pour this in. All right, so looking at how much we have here, this right here is 2 ounces. This is 50 cc's. I couldn't tell you how much that is. It's like half an ounce, I guess. All right, let's pour this into this tray to see how much. Oh. That's gross. That's a lot of oil that was trapped up inside there. So now this is from the turbo, right? So then it's coming into the Charge Air Cooler and it's building up in there. So it's stopping there. So is it passing through the Charge Air Cooler and going into the intake? Let's find out right now by cutting this off. Let's take this cover off, see if there's anything in it. Oh yeah. It's definitely passing through there. We need a flashlight. But we can see some oil trail in there. Definitely a lot of oil passing through. We've got a lot of oil on this side under the inlet. Let's take a closer look at that. Oh yeah, that's just crazy. So now think about all this oil that's passing through there and going through the charge air cooler and going straight into your intake. That's going out the exhaust or into the exhaust. That's trapping inside the DPF, potentially clogging it up. I really think we need to get a catch can going on these trucks, and I think the next truck I'm going to make that a mission. Mission number one is going to be figure out a catch can setup for this, because the charge air cooler isn't meant to capture the oil. But this is definitely something to be aware of right there. We have a lot of oil. That's nasty.